Hello and welcome, my name is Charlotte and I am the High Heel Stitcher here on Flosstube and on Instagram. If you are new, then welcome. I have had a jump in subscribers recently, so thank you for checking me out. And if you're returning, then thank you for coming back. Today is the 21st of May 2024 and this is Flosstube number 54. My last Flosstube video was the 17th of April, so it's been just over a month since my last update, but I did do a kit parade last week, so that is on my channel. So we'll jump straight into it. This is update. There will be a finish. My projects that I've been working on. I have no new starts, and there will be a little bit of a life update, and this is also going to be a retreat review as well, because I've just come back from the second Bella Filipina retreat, which was absolutely fantastic. So that will probably be at the end of the video, because I did take a few clips of the finish table and of the best finish competition table. So let's get straight into it. So as I said, I have had no new starts, but I have had a finish. So I finished my Proud as a Peacock by Bothy Threads. I did swap out the fabric from this. It was supposed to be 14 count Ada. Yeah, 14 count Ada. I don't like stitching on 14 count anymore, so I swapped it out for an 18 count vintage marble Zweigart Ada. See if I can get it on the board. So I found my board, and here it is. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I love it so much. You can see the nudge thing. I do still need to iron it. Backstitch was a pain, but it looks absolutely fantastic, and I actually quite like doing backstitch, so it wasn't too bad. And yes, it's a huge piece of fabric for a tiny shoe in the middle. But yeah, absolutely love this. So I used the Cool 4 threads that came in the kit. I just swapped out the fabric. So this was started on the 3rd of March this year at the Southampton Cross Stitch Retreat, and I finished it on the 14th of May 2024. I'd already had I think about 2,000 stitches in, and then I did 2,442 to finish. I have decided that I'm going to do all the shoes on the same fabric, so on the same, it will be all this vintage marble 18 counts I got, so they all match. That finish. So next we will go into projects that I have worked on. So whips, pips, whatever you call them. So these are in no particular order. One of the ones I worked on is in this clan. It's KOT charting chart. It's an adaptation of in her house we do supernatural. It's a tweak on that, and it's in this clan hunters edition. So if I'll put up a picture of what it will look like when it's finished and how it looked before, if I've not already done this. And here we are now. Oh, that's looking so good. So I've finished these 2 lines, and I've started coming up here. I finished the we and the and down there, and I worked on the grey anti-possession mark in the background. So I did. So I picked this up on the 1st of May when the next round of Myth was playing, or the league that the hunters were playing in. Originally this was started on the 2nd of September 2020, and I stitched this. I did 5,767 stitches in 10 days. This is stitched on 18 count Ada called Kerry's Eye by KLT Charting with DMC 415 and 699. The plan is to get this finished on the 20th of August this year. So I am on track for that. I needed to do 4,000 stitches in May, and I did 5,767, so I managed to get quite a lot over my target. So the 4,000 that I need to get done in June, I can reduce by 1,500 if I wanted to. As you can see, I did not start it in the middle of the fabric. I've got all this spare over here. So it down there. Next I picked up Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. This was a freebie back in 2020 for a week. I managed to get it when it was free. This one is still in the frame. This was only picked up for one session because the bingo hall was getting attacked by zombies, and it's just one colour, so easy to stitch. The Pandemic was started on the 13th of October 2020, and this got 454 stitches, which was mostly down here and a little bit here. This is stitched on 18 count Blood Moon by KLT Charting with DMC, I'm sure it's 704, DMC 704. I am doing it in just the one colour, and I think this colour really looks good on this fabric. I think I'm gonna keep this in the hoop because I really did enjoy stitching on this. So I know it says 2020, that is the year that I started and the year the pandemic started, so I'm going to keep that as 2020, and then somewhere else I will put the year that I actually finish it. It will not be 2024, I can tell you that now. It's probably going to be more like 2027. I would like to get it done sooner, but I can't guarantee that. So if I make it a, you know, oh, what's the word? A focus. If I make it a focus, then maybe. But at the moment, no. 704, not 702. Next, we have Happy Halloween by KLT Charting. This was originally started on the 13th of September 2022. This one is still in the frame because this is the one that I'm now taking to work and doing on my lunch break or before work. And is that? So I've got the word Halloween and I've started coming up here to the word happy, and I already had the start of the spider web in, and this is glow in the dark DMC. So you can see it more in real life though. Camera's not really picking that up, but this is sparkly. This is 18 count Ada in the colourway Heatwave, again by KLT Charting. It was a limited edition a few years ago. It's catching the sparkle amazingly. And the thread is called Hocus Pocus, and again it's by KLT Charting. I do so yeah, I've come up here and started the H and the A. I am gonna do the bats in black. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna swap them out for a toile, DMC black or toile, to make them a bit sparkly, but the fabric is sparkly, so I don't know if I want to add sparkly threads as well, but I have no clue what colours I want to stitch the spiders in. So that's what it will look like when it's finished. If you have any suggestions on what colour to stitch the spiders, they will be greatly appreciated. If you've done this one, let me know what colour you stitched the spiders in, or what colour you would stitch the spiders in if you were going to do this one. I would love this to get this done in time for Halloween, but I don't know. It is on the Whipgo board to do 1000 stitches. It has been called, but I don't know if I will just smash out let me see if I can find my Whipgo board. So this isn't the updated one. So Happy Halloween was number 24. It has been called to get 1000 stitches. There isn't that many left in this project, so I may just keep it going. Oh, it's on my board twice, so it's number 8 as well. So I'll do the 1000 stitches and then put it away, and then when it gets called again, that is when I will finish it. So if it doesn't get called before October, then it won't be finished before Halloween. Right, then the last project that I worked on is a Bella Filipina. It is Mayari. I will So Mayari, obviously, she will have a face, but the packaging that these come in is really sticky and it got caught on her face, which is why she doesn't have a face on it. So I was working on her a little bit last month after I filmed my last video, and I picked her up. She got put away, and then I picked her up again for the retreat, and I want to get 4,000 stitches on her before she goes back away. So I do think I have done loads of progress on her. I just feel like it's all dress and you can't really see, but this is where she is. This fabric is 32 count even weave called Supernova, and it's by Sparklies. So I've done all this bit. I've filled up the dress here, I've moved my way up the wing and down here. This is the bottom of her wing, and I've come down the sash there and there, and I've come down the dress there. So since I last filmed, I have done 5,285 stitches on her. She is stitched the called for DMC and the cry neck, but I have had to swap out one of the cry necks for a petite treasure braid because I wasn't able to find it. And the cry neck, I don't know if you'll be able to see, there's some here and up in the wings, and then in the middle of is where the cry neck will be. So I've decided I'm going to go down and finish her dress downwards before I work my way up and tackle her skin and her halo. So this middle section is pretty much done. I need to finish the wings, and I'm moving down here. I saw at the retreat the weekend just gone 2 Maoris finished, and they were absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. So I was debating whether or not I was actually going to do the halo, and now that I've seen her in all her glory, I have decided that yes, I will be stitching the halo. So there she is. So I am currently 1,500 stitches left to go to get my 4,000 for May. I would like to get her completed by May next year for the Bella Filipina retreat next year, assuming that I get a space on it. So fingers crossed. So that is all that I have been working on. Let's put her away. I will probably get the rest of the stitching that I need done for May before I move on to any other projects. So that is all that I've stitched. Let's do some shout outs, and then we'll move on to life update and haul, and then the retreat. So at the retreat, I was on a table with the best ladies, and it was lovely to chat with them, and it was great. And there was a few Flosstubers couple of Flosstubers on my table. One of them was Nadine from Nad's X Stitch. I tried not to fangirl, but I may have come across a little bit weird. So Nadine is such a lovely lady, and she brought her Mayari finish, which was absolutely stunning to see, and she's just, yeah, just such a lovely lady. And also on our table was Charlotte, stitching with the kids around. Again, such a lovely lady. It was really nice to finally meet them both. Again, try not to fangirl, and it was such a great table to sit at and to meet them. Then there was also the lovely Chloe from Chloe Cross Stitch. She was at the retreat with her mum, and she was, again, they were both so lovely to chat and see what they were stitching on. So I'd love for you to go check out their channels. And a very special shout out to my lovely friend Lou, who is a very good friend of mine, who I went to the retreat with. She's one of the local stitchers that we try to do a meetup every month or so. Her Flosstube is Louise Angelic Minxie Moo Stitches. I think she may have just changed her name to Louise. She did Flosstube back in COVID and then stopped, but she's brought out 2 videos which are a whip parade, so really would love for you to check her out. We love Lou, she's amazing, and she's such a good laugh. So we had such a good time at the retreat together. So yes, I will tag their channels in the description box below. Right, life update. Not a lot has happened. We obviously went to the retreat. It was our 2-year wedding anniversary. We just spent a lazy day at home, ate what we want. It was really nice. It was quite a nice day, so we went out with the dogs. We just had a really nice day just chilling together. So that was good. Work's still crazy as ever. Yeah, not a lot has happened. So let's move on to haul. So I know that a lot of people, some people don't like haul, so if you're leaving me now, thank you very much for watching. If you're skipping forward a little bit to the videos for the retreat, I'll add them at the end. We'll start off with non-retreat haul and then move on to retreat haul. So non-retreat haul. First of all, I got these lovely, I brought a bundle from Cotton and Clay UK for the exchange that I was doing for the retreat, and I kept a couple of items and I put a couple of items in the exchange. So I haven't actually opened the 2 pieces that I kept, so we'll open them now, and I will try to do it without a lot of rustling. So I do know what I kept and what I gave away. But so first is this scissor keep that's a lemon and lime. So one of the retreat mystery box prompts was something fruity, and this bundle was a past mystery box from Cotton and Clay that had some fruity items in, some floss drops with I think it was a lemon, lime and an orange slice, little bit of bling on it, and a lime needle minder. But I kept this. I just need to buy another pair of scissors for them. And then the other item is this beautiful watermelon. I think it's a trinket tray. I'm going to use it as a trinket tray. So, absolutely beautiful. Yes. Laura from Cotton and Clay does actually have a floss tube. She's recently started doing floss tube, so again, check her out. Oh, there's a lot of rustling. I do apologise. Next we have Canny Little Fox on Instagram had a sale on, or loaded up her items, and I managed to grab this little pouch with some rabbits on because I absolutely adore rabbits, and it's got sparkly vinyl, sorry. It's lovely. And then Canny Little Fox. She's brought out something new, and this is very exciting. And I got this. It's a little puffin case. When you open it up, it actually holds bobbins. How amazing is that? Absolutely love this. As soon as she posted up that she was thinking about doing these on her Instagram, I was like, yes, I would love that, because I do have these little floss buddies from Bags Plus, but unfortunately she still sells them, but she's moved back to America and doesn't ship to the UK, or postage to the UK is extortionate, so can't get them over here anymore. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that is perfect. I think this holds 36 bobbins, so I'm really excited to start using that, and it folds quite flat, so it will just fit and slide in your project bag, which is perfect. Next I got the remaining Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colour Works for my stacks. If you're new, then you won't know about the fact that I was trying to do a stack a month. So far in 2024, considering it's May, I should have 4 complete and be working on the 5th. I have 2 complete and I haven't stitched anymore, so I do need to crack on with them. So they are the remaining threads that I need for the other 2 stacks that I'm doing on the current piece of fabric. I brought them from Create Nostalgia, and they came so quickly. I think I ordered them and they were dispatched the same day and arrived next day, which is something amazing considering we only get post once a week here. But so these are the colours. Actually, one of them is not actually called for. There's my board. There's my board. I'd received them. I was really busy with work and other things, so I didn't have time to check them out to make sure that they were all there. But when they did arrive, I noticed, yeah, Bordeaux. So, oh, I didn't order Bordeaux. Bordeaux's not called for. And I had a look. I should have ordered, I can't pronounce this because that's. So I did order this, but the thread number, yeah, I ordered 1138, 1139 and 1339 was here. Got delivered, it was in the parcel, so I emailed her, I think it was like a week, maybe 2 weeks after I actually received the parcel. And I was like, well, if I have to order it again, then that's my fault, that's not a problem. It has been like 2 weeks. I should have checked it sooner, but I emailed her, I think it was like 10 o'clock the night that when I was sorting it out, and I emailed her, I said, I'm really sorry, it looks like I've been given this instead of this one. And before 8 o'clock the next morning, I had a email from her that said, I'm really sorry, I've put the right one in the post for you, and it arrived the next day. So absolutely amazing customer service from Create Nostalgia, and really well priced for their threads. So I would definitely recommend them. So they can go in the project bag now. Then the last few items that were not retreat related was I got some, they're all fabric from Kelty Charting. This is Up the Muddy Track. I got this from my friend Nat. She was getting rid of it, and I've got a plan to start a Bella on linen. It's going to be huge, so I've decided I'm going to do a smaller project on linen to make sure that I'm comfortable stitching on it before doing this huge project and realise that I absolutely hate it. So I have stitched on linen before. I stitched my Howdy on it, but that was a couple of years ago. So I want to stitch something before tackling the big Bella. Next we have Full Spring by Kelty Charting. This was I did have a plan for this, but then I decided that I was going to stitch it on something else. So this is just going to go in my stash. It's absolutely lovely fabric. My stacks, I've got 4 stacks currently on there. Next we have Peacock, which was January 2020 limited edition. Lovely blues and greens. This is going to be a fabric for, I think it's going to be one of the options for A Year in the Woods, I think. I don't know. And again, same as this one. This is Drought. It's a July 2023 edition, limited edition by Kelty Charting. And again, this was going to be for A Year in the Woods. It's 32 count even weave, but I've now decided that I'm not going to stitch those on even weave. I'm going to stitch them on 18 count Ada. So this is just going to go in my stash. The last item that I brought isn't really stitchy related, but I'm using it as a scissor fob, and it is this absolutely adorable crocheted seagull that I got from the Brockenhurst needle something fiesta, needlecraft fiesta thing. Absolutely adorable. He is looking a little bit grubby, he was pure white, and he decided that he was going to take a nosedive into my cup of coffee. I left him on the side of the sofa. I swung around my Lowry to start stitching, and the next thing I know, I hear a plop and he's just gone headfirst into my cup of coffee. So I rinsed him straight out, but he's a little bit, oh, you can't see that. He is a little bit brown and grubby, so I am considering just putting him in like a bowl of vanish, so I can clean him up a little bit. And the other, and this is my other scissor fob on these scissors, which is cotton and clay from one of her past boxes that I was part of. But yeah, isn't he absolutely adorable? I got him because I have brought the Lola Crow aquarium sow, and part 2 is due to be released any day now, and I haven't even started it. But on Instagram I posted up a picture of my different fabric choices. You all chose, it was a mixture of of all of them, but the one that stood out, that was the most picked, was Sea Mist by Kelty Charting, so I'm going to do it on that. I was going to plan to start that today, but I need to get the 4,000 stitches done on Mayari before I start anything new. Sorry. So now we move on to a retreat haul. Hang on to them in there. So we will start off with, they're all being, everything I brought is in this project bag. Again, I did buy at the retreat from the lovely Susie, and it's a rabbit. Oh, it's quilted, it is beautifully made, and it's got a handle so you can just carry it. Oh, absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. And the other side is vinyl, and it's iridescent vinyl. I wish I'd brought more of Susie's bags, but they just went so quickly. So the lovely Kate from Crafty Kate was there with her fabrics, and I brought four of her fabrics. So first is Jade, 16 by 18, 20 count Ada. That is true to colour. It's absolutely stunning. I then brought the same colourway, Jade, in a 19 by 27, and this is a 28 count linen sparkly. Then I brought, I'm not even going to pronounce that, but it's a 28 count even weave. This lovely green colourway. No idea what I'm going to stitch on them. And then I saw this, and it's a 32 count even weave. It's called Fool's Fate. It's a 19 by 27. And it's lovely purples, and it's got some oranges. But it's a 36 count even weave, which is going to be my first 36 count even weave. I love stitching on 16 count Ada, 18 count Ada, so I'm hoping that I'm going to love stitching on 36 count even weave. Next, Hawkins Hobbies was obviously running the retreat, so she had her shop there, and I got this Button and Beads Mill Hill kit, Icelandic horses. Comes with everything. I picked up 2 new Bella charts. the first one is Cinderella, the glass slipper. I think this is the most recent one that has been released. And then the other one was Cordelia. Quite a few stitches. Stitch was starting this at the retreat, and we actually saw this finished. Somebody had finished it at the retreat. It's absolutely stunning. We had the retreat needle minders. I've decided to go on a needle minder ban and only buy the ones that are retreat exclusives, because I have so many. They're just all on my craft trolley downstairs. Last year we received a free chart, exclusive chart from Drin. Again, we had we got another exclusive chart this year as well, and this one is called Stitches and Lots of Tea. Isn't that beautiful? There's a lot of white. It's absolutely lovely. So I will be stitching that at some point. And I have already got the fabric. So Crafty Kate, it's stitched on one of Crafty Kate's fabrics. I decided that I didn't want to stitch it on that one. It's beautiful fabric, but I didn't want to stitch on that. So I am going to do it on a slightly darker blue, I think. Next I got this kit from the D-stash table from Maria. It was a bothy bunny. There's a theme going on recently with bunnies. So absolutely love it. It's a full kit. So I won't be starting that anytime soon, I don't think. I am gonna swap out the fabric because this is 14 count Ada. And I am sure that Lauren, Cross Stitch Bunny, has finished this. She's stitched this. And hers looks amazing, so yes. And then the last thing is I won in the tombola, and it's this project bag. Oh my god, look at that. It's like sewing, and stitching and threads and skeins, and oh, it's absolutely amazing. Same fabric on the back, and it's yellow inside. So, yes. So that was all my purchases from the retreat, but we did do a mystery exchange, and I have done a little video of what I put in my exchange, and I will put that in here. So for the Bella retreat, there is an exchange, 10 prompts, minimum spend is 50, but obviously you can go over that. And this is the exchange that I have put together. It needs to be put into like a basket or a bag or something like that becomes part of the exchange, and I found this amazing project bag. I got gifted one for Christmas a couple of years ago and I love mine, so I thought it's perfect. So let's get on with it. So the 10 prompts, first of all, is the first one is something fruity. So I got something, I brought this bundle from Cotton and Clay UK on Etsy, and I'm keeping the scissor fob and this adorable watermelon tray, so I am gifting the lime needle minder and these floss drops with the orange, lemon and lime tags. So absolutely adorable. They are currently already wrapped because I love how Laura wraps them. So I'm just going to wrap them together. So that is number 1. Number 2 is something that you would rather keep, and I got this lovely project bag from Turtle Bay Stitches. That's that. So prompt number 3 is something sparkly. I decided to go for some sparkly fabric, and I've got this. When this turned up, I fell in love with it, and I really don't want to give it away, but it's part of her standard range, so I know that I can buy some if I need to. But look at that sparkle. It's picking up really well, and the fabric, the colour is just amazing. So yes, Darkness Comes, and it's 28 count even weave sparkly. Okay. Number 4 is something that makes you think of spring. I originally picked up these daffodils threads by The Gentle Art, but thought needed something else, so I then picked up this Celebrate Spring by Madame Chantilly. And it's got the daffodil up here and these adorable little birds and the bunnies. That's what I think of when spring is daffodils and all the birds coming out. So. Number 5 is something sweet, so I've picked some Candy Kittens, sour watermelon. You can't go wrong with them. They're vegan and they are very nice. Number 6 is something you wear on your head, and I got this crocheted headband. No, I did not make this. I bought it on Etsy. It is handmade, just not by me. It did come in very well wrapped in this lovely tissue paper, but I had a message from the seller that says, "I'm really sorry, I think I've sent you the wrong colour." So I had to open it just to see. She had sent me the right colour, it wasn't a problem, so I'm going to see if I can rewrap that in the tissue paper. Number 7 is something costing under £2. This one really stumped me, took me ages to try and find something, but Dara and I was in the range the other week and I found this. Lunch bag, cool bag, it was £2. I think it's just perfect to keep your snacks cool and take your lunch into the office if you need to. So. Next, number 8 is something yellow. I made this little Aut catcher, and I got this scissor fob made for her by the lovely Natalie. Love it, live it, make it yours. Isn't that stunning? So, and she even put it in a yellow organza bag for me. So that is number 8. Number 9 is something made of glass, and I found this Yankee Candle diffuser. Now this one was going to be either the something fruity or the something glass, but we went with glass in the end. And then last item, number 10, is 2nd anniversary items. So that could be anything made of cotton, china, red, lily of the valley, cosmos, garnet or rose quartz. And I got this beautiful rose quartz necklace. So I hope whoever gets this exchange, likes it, and I'm really looking forward to participating in it. And then I'll show you what I got in my exchange. So there was 10 prompts, and I'm gonna try and do these. I'm not gonna do these in order. I was gonna do them in order. I'm just gonna pull in the bag, and that's so. This is the bag that came in. So, one prompt was a second anniversary item, and there was like different things like rose quartz, cotton, cosmos, and things like that. I got this beautiful rose quartz bracelet. One of the items was something you'd rather keep, and I got this. It's sparkly 28 count opal even weave from Coffee Craft Fabrics. Another item prompt was something sparkly, and I got this Chromatic Alchemy 25 count even weave, and it is very sparkly. Something made out of glass. These scissors with this beautiful glass bead scissor fob. These scissors are huge, absolutely huge. They're beautiful. Something yellow. Got some classic colour works. So we had 2 sunflower and then 2 golden star. Something fruity, needle minder. Sorry, we have the dogs and cars just pulled up, so Lexi's barking. Lex! Shh. Something £2 and under, which is Bowen needles. Bowen is my absolute favourite, so very happy with that. Something sweet or cute. Oh, this lovely wooden floss drop keeper, and it's got a hole in the top so I can hook a ring on it, or like a scissor fob so I don't lose it. Next was something you wear on your head, and I thought this was genius. Headband, crocheted headband, and this is the pattern, and she got me the wool. I'm assuming that's wool, and in here was a hook and some stitch markers. So now I need to learn to crochet because I don't have a clue. Look at that. Beautiful. And then the last item was something that makes you think of spring. And I got this Posy Bothy Threads kit. I mean, how lucky was I that I got a Bothy kit, a shoe kit, and I'm the high heel stitcher, and I don't have this one. Oh, it's amazing. I was so happy when I opened that. So I was very happy with my exchange. Yes. I'll put it away. So that was all my retreat haul and exchange. And I think that is everything I have to show you. At the end of this video will be obviously some videos that I took at the retreat of the finish table and that, but there was so many finishes. Not just Bellas, but there was Mirabilias, Nora Corbetts. I took my Dark Queen of the Seas. There was 2 Dark Queen of the Earth finishes, one with the green skin, one with the brown skin. Oh, they looked absolutely fantastic, beautiful. I was always adamant that I was going to do Dark Queen of the Earth and I was going to do the green skin. And after I saw both of them, the brown was just, oh my god, I can't describe how amazing the brown skin. They both looked amazing, but I just felt the brown one was just drawing me in. So now when I start the Dark Queen of the Earth, I will be doing the brown skin version. So obviously don't have a clue when that will be, but when I do start it, it will be the brown skin version of her. There was also a pile, 2 piles, that was 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick, and they were just finishes. There must have been 20 finishes per pile, and they were huge, and they were all Mirabilias, Nora Corbetts. They were absolutely beautiful. I think there was a couple of Bellas in there as well, and oh my goodness, I didn't video those 2 piles because that would have just taken forever, but in the video you can see these 2 piles. Sorry, there's car doors outside and Lexi's growling in the other room. So yeah, it was just, these finishes were just so amazing. They all were amazing. So I will put the videos in at the end. I think that is everything. Drive up there. So obviously living on the south coast, it took about 2.5 to 3 hours. We did stop off at Chieveley Services. Last year when we stopped off at Chieveley Services on the way back, me and Lou brought these hand warmers. And this year we're like, right, we're not going to buy anything. And if we do buy anything, it's got to be small. And when we walked in there, there was just a stand of like little TY Beanie Babies, and me and Lou fell in love with these adorable little Highland cows. Highland coos. So we got one of these each, and then he was just they were sat on our table at the retreat. And then as we were going to pay, there was a basket of these cozy cuddlers, and I found a hippo. So I had to buy the hippo, and yeah, she's very cuddly. So yes, her name is Herika. So she's gonna sleep on my bed now. Dara has no opinion. He has no choice. She will be. So anyway, thank you to everyone who has stuck around this long. I hope you liked what you see. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do. It will be very much appreciated. Thank you for all the likes and the comments, and I will hopefully see you in about 2 to 3 weeks with my next update. I am hoping to do so I did a kit parade. I am hoping to do a chart parade, which will then also include all my PDF charts. So if you'd like to see that, let me know. But I will see you later. Happy stitching and stay safe. Bye.
Right.